It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Let's go now.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about the Seahawks defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Eckler, they run left side. Now inside the 25. Austin Eckler, touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 41.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The Seahawks at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It does take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. That's a great response.
Yeah, this game he's going to go the same way than last minute.
It's how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shopping department, or you want those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Al throwing on first down here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. But you look at this defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the number one rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, Howell. This is Fant on the short completion. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Powell's throw into the hands of Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bringing his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Off the bootleg, Daniels sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but we're even now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 3 from the 9. It's Eckler again. And he's in. Touchdown.
Oh, nah. Hey, what's crazy? I see you study me, bro. You know what direction I be running. I got to switch my game up with you. Nah, see, this how you got me.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Commanders 21, Seahawks 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A gear for Walker running right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They've given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Daniels. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get it behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. They're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half, so this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Seahawks 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening.
I can't even do nothing because this is what I do to people in there.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
On first down, Howell. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Howell down to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, Howell to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they go play action with Howell. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Seahawks have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
88 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With 3 tight ends in that formation, that's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football in the second half, that's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On third down, Daniels. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 140 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
That one downfield for Dotson. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Daniels out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe merciful, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Back to throw again. This is swung out to Eckler. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they pitch it to Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 42. Commanders 28. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Howell. And this is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 161 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he gets this from the midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a run with Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out.